I'm David Griffin. It's the 3rd of January 2018. I'm at Denby Cricket Club and I'm talking to
Mick Glenn,
Ian Burgoyne,
Peter Cook, Neil Sparham.
Peter. We were cut short on the last conversation, and I'd asked the question: has there been a particular highlight for you? Have you got one?
I have actually, and I think the others will laugh at this one. I think it was playing at Southwell in the morning on a Sunday morning in the national club competition, what happened was that neither we couldn't arrange this fixture with Southwell in Nottinghamshire. So we ended up playing on a Sunday morning and having a game on Sunday afternoon as well. And we actually started the game at 7:30 in the morning at Southwell. There were people out riding. There were hot air balloons going up in the morning. It's quite a beautiful morning. It was a lovely morning, and it's quite a country type set over there.
What was the outfield like at that time of the morning?
A bit dewy,
a bit dewy.
Not too bad. And we'd hired a bus for the day to go over there, and we played Southwell. They were a good side. They had some good players, including a bloke called Peter Johnson who had played for Nottinghamshire, and that just lives in my memory because. Well, we won the game, but it was just the
uniqueness of it.
The occasion.
Yeah.
It made the Times newspaper.
It made the Daily Telegraph.
Oh, Telegraph.
Really?
And what happened was we won the game by about 4 or 5 wickets, I think, and we didn't get changed after the game. We just left, still in our whites, got on the bus, came back to Denby, had Sunday lunch here, and then played Chaddesden in the afternoon in the League Cup.
Did you win that?
And we did win that.
Same team? Same
11?
Same
team, but we changed the batting order around, didn't we, in the second game? We changed the batting order.
Yeah, I went 2 and Stuart went 1.
And so that is my abiding memory, my favourite memory actually.
Lovely.
Because you couldn't make it up.
No. Neil, is it going to be one of your hundreds, or is it going to be something more?
I mean, I was going to say that what sticks out to me is Steve Bullock was a 16, 17-year-old in that cup final. I mean, I remember we ran on the pitch. Well, no, I certainly did. So I thought we'd lost it.
The pitch was invaded, wasn't it?
I thought we'd lost it, and to do the treble that way, he got 46 of about 5 overs. It was incredible. And I ran up pitch, and I got tears in my eyes. Quite an emotional person. But my stand-up moment is that man over there, because he was the best captain I ever played under. And I think we'd all say this, that the reason we won what we did, because other teams have got better teams on paper, but we'd all run through a brick wall for that man.
Even though, as someone's told me earlier on film tonight, he had the nerve to declare when a certain player was on 148 not out. Is
Yes,
that right?
I did, yeah. I didn't know he was on.
Who was that?
Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Not that you remember it.
Not much.
It's real that.
But that's the real reason.
Yeah.
The thing was, I mean, if I can contribute to this and Mick's captaincy, I think it wasn't just on the field that he was good. Everybody knew their jobs on the field, and everybody knew where they were batting most of the time. But I think off the field as well, he was very good because he would contact people just off the cuff and give you a ring and just have a chat. And it was just really, when I look back, I didn't realise at the time, but it was just very, very good man management.
Yeah, the one highlight, has just put one highlight to me, and that was a semi-final against West Delamere in '88, my first year back, and they got about 210, which was a decent score, I put yourself in them days. And I remember me and Stuart went in there to get his pants on, we were batting second, and the changing room was empty, and all of a sudden Mick walks in, doesn't say a word, just comes and sits down beside of me, and I'm putting your pants on. He just puts his arm around me and says, "Go on, I want to be one." And I looked at him, I nearly started crying. And I went out there and go, not out, we won the game. And it's just inspired me.
You're speechless now, aren't you?
Yeah, well,
Speechless.
yeah, well.
I can remember on another occasion that he never used to say very much to us, though, did he, really? But I remember one thing he said to me once, and it rather took me aback, actually. I think it was a break, either lunch or break. I forget now. It could have been a 60 over game, we perhaps at tea time or something like that. And I was in, and I'd got a few, but and he said to me, right, Pete, I want you to just up the tempo a little bit, but don't get out.
Yeah.
Don't get out.
Yeah. 90 off 30 overs, less than 3 wickets. And then we go another 100 in the last 16. That's what we used to. That's what we used to try to do.
I mean, with our bowling attack, in them days in the 80s, I thought if we get 200 runs, we never lose. Nobody would.
Who else have you got in your? What was your four? Would you?
Me, Lee College,
Yeah.
and the two spinners, Ian and
Yeah.
Steve Bullock,
Dave
and
Cope,
Phil Glenn a bit
he
as well.
played a bit.
Dave Cope, left arm spinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we did have.
Just had a bit of variety in the bowling, and we used to keep, my policy was to try and keep people involved, because I think we used to, I think you could always say you could have a stronger person. So I used to back down the order, and we might come up, but I used to always try to keep people involved in the team and the game. And I think one thing that is perhaps forgotten is that a lot of off the field stuff, the grounds people here looking after the club, the bar, teas, all that sort of stuff, we had a brilliant backup at that point.
Yeah, we did.
So such as Mick Spencer, who was on here, I think he was the chairman in those early days, and then when other people came on board, and we had good secretaries, and a lot of the worry that you get and paperwork just got done. So you could just concentrate on cricket.
I mean, in one day, used to play the Silver Link finals here every year. There'd be 500 people here.
Yeah,
If you didn't get, I mean, Mark Ellis tells me a great story, because he came to watch regular. And we used to start at 2 o'clock. And if you went here by 1:15, you couldn't get a place on the bank. The cars were there.
The thing
Got
was,
an extra there.
most of them had come to watch you and Stuart Poplar bat.
Yeah, they used to worry about missing batting, didn't they?
So as we look back on your careers, presumably now all of you are on the boundary. Umpiring. You're umpiring, aren't you? You're still playing.
I'm just watching.
You're just watching. So your involvement is maintained here at Denby.
Yeah.
What of the future then? Where does the club go in terms of you've had your successes under you? We've heard from two of the young lads that they're trying to emulate those successes. What of the future?
Well, I mean, I think the successes that we have they're just different to what they used to be, because the game as a league, when we were winning that, there were 3. The league's now become one league in a county. Essentially, there are a couple of other leagues, but the league encompasses more clubs and more teams. So it is more difficult to win, to win things. It's more of a challenge. But I think we've perhaps, I think our success is in the players that we bring through. And I do genuinely believe there is the potential for those players, if they can believe it, to go on and do some really great things for themselves and for the club. But it's a different game now. People, it's easy for somebody to go and play 15 miles down the road now, and in 1970s it wasn't easy to do that.
I just think the attitude of the cricketers changed. I mean, when we played, we wouldn't go on holiday. We wouldn't miss a game.
No, that's
End of September we went on holiday. Now the kids this disappoints me. Oh, I'm available for the next 2 Saturday morning holiday. And they don't play as much cricket as we used to. We used to play every Saturday and Sunday and 1 or 2 games in midweek. We used to play 3 or 4 times a week. The kids used to really get a side out on Sunday, not just Denby, that's everywhere in cricket. Sundays you're struggling, they're putting weekend sides out when they do play, because people don't want to play twice a week now. So I just find it's very difficult to ever emulate what we did.
Yeah. Good junior setup here though.
Got
Got good setup with the young players and women's cricket.
Yeah,
Women's cricket as well.
Yeah, I'm one of the women. Hayley, is it Hayley?
like Sarah that's got
Sarah,
got
sorry.
30, she's
Phil
got
Glenn
Loughborough
still.
Sorry,
Lions.
yeah,
She's
Sarah.
got a place in Loughborough.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's in the England Academy thing.
England
But she'll
Academy.
tell you that in a minute. Anyway. She's
I
in.
think it does stem back to what you were saying though earlier. If you can get a number of players coming through at the same time, which we were lucky to do, and other clubs have done, Spondon have done that in the past. If you can get a number of players coming through at the same time, and hopefully our first team can do that, that can give them a 3 or 4 year period of some success, possibly.
Well, one of the threads, one of the things that's come through this project, whenever we go and talk to people, particularly the venerable people that have been around a long time at league clubs, is just their passion for the clubs and their love and affection, if you like, for it. And that's come through tonight from all of you. It's been a real pleasure to listen to you. And at some point, we'll find how many wickets and runs it was that the group of you have contributed. Thanks ever so much indeed, gents. It's been great.
Thank you.